Hello, I'm Cyrus Webb, President of Conversations Book Club and the host of Conversations Live Radio. Enjoy the show, and I'll check in with you later.
It's time for conversations. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Just by being able to be the best at whatever it is, that should be the goal, not to try to limit ourselves as to what we can do or what we can be. How is that thought, how is that kind of directed you along this path as well? So regardless of whatever it is, as you were saying, that is the thing that you hope other people take away from your experience.
I guess being, like I said, I always go back to my childhood and coming up as to the way I was raised. I've been instilled to be very determined, very competitive, very, I can be too competitive sometimes. I don't want to lose at nothing. I don't want to be last, or I don't want to be second, I don't want to be third, I don't want to be first. Just adapting to, I guess, what's been instilled in me from my mom and my dad and my stepdad and my grandparents and my aunts and uncles. Everybody always gave me the same kind of feedback or the same kind of words of wisdom, you know, to always strive to be the best, no matter what it is. You know, right now I'm all over the place.
Right.
I have many things going on. But I'm able to balance everything out because I love everything that I do. I started off in sports, you know, as you say. I started off in basketball. I played baseball. I played football. But basketball was my ultimate love. And of course, I reached the highest level. Of course, I got to the NBA. And, you know, from getting to the NBA, I mean, you know, I was able to, like I said, take everything that I learned from my childhood, and I think that pretty much helped me to reach that platform because I wasn't going to give up. It was tough. It was tough. I'm sure anybody that is striving to get to the NBA or has made it to the NBA can say that same thing, that it wasn't easy. You know, you have to go through so many hurdles, so many trials and tribulations. You have to overcome so many different obstacles. But I was the kind of person, I wasn't going to give up at all. I wasn't going to stop. You wasn't going to stop me no matter what, because once I set my eyes on something that I want to do, I want to achieve, then I feel like there's nothing going to stop. Nothing's going to get in my way, you know, no matter what the situation is. So, you know.
I really think that's one of the things that we could all kind of learn from that, Kenyon. Again, you're watching Conversations with Cyrus Webb. My guest is Kenyon Glover. He's a guy who really is doing a little bit of everything. Kenyon, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, I want to talk about making it to the NBA. Then I want to talk about what happened that kind of changed the course of your life and how you were able to move on. We'll talk about that when we come back, okay? We'll be right back after